Checking luggage.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me.
I'm a bit worried about the weight of my suitcase. Do you think it'll be over the limit?
Did you use a luggage scale? It's the best way to avoid any surprises at the check-in counter.
No, I didn't. Maybe I should rearrange some items into my carry-on. Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Remember, they're strict about the weight limits. It's better to be safe than pay extra fees.
I'll move a couple of books and my extra pair of shoes. That should do it. How about yours?
I packed light this time, so I'm good. Don't forget to keep your travel documents handy for the check-in.
Got them right here in my hand luggage. Okay, let's head to the counter. Fingers crossed we're within the limit.
Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's not fair.
Did you hear they gave Sarah a promotion even though she's been here for less time than us?
Yeah, I did. That's not fair.
I mean, we've put in so much effort and have more experience.
I completely agree. It's frustrating when it feels like hard work goes unnoticed.
I'm thinking of talking to our supervisor about it.
That might be a good idea. It's important to address these concerns.
I just hope they consider our contributions and not just the time served.
Hopefully, they'll be fair in their evaluation.
Yeah, let's hope so. Thanks for listening.
No problem. It's always good to discuss these things.
A bitter pill to swallow, something unpleasant but necessary to accept.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder.
I heard you had to lay off some employees yesterday. That must have been tough.
It was. It's never easy having to let people go, but we had to cut costs to keep the company afloat.
I can imagine. It's always a bitter pill to swallow, especially when people's livelihoods are at stake.
Yes, it was a difficult decision, but we had no other choice.
I hope the remaining employees understand the situation.
We did our best to explain it to them. They know it was necessary, but it's still hard.
Tough times call for tough decisions, I suppose.
Exactly. We have to do what's best for the company's survival.
I hope things improve soon so you won't have to make such hard choices in the future.
That's the goal. We're working on it.
Twinkle, twinkle.
Holiday economy.
The holiday season is here, and I can't help but think about the impact of the holiday economy.
It's an interesting topic. What's on your mind?
Well, it's incredible how much economic activity revolves around this time of year. From shopping to travel and hospitality, it's a major driver of business.
True. The holiday season brings in a significant amount of revenue for retailers, and it provides job opportunities too.
But there's also the pressure it puts on people to spend beyond their means. It's like we're encouraged to buy more and more.
That's a valid concern. It's essential for individuals to set budgets and prioritize spending to avoid financial stress during the holidays.
And let's not forget about the environmental impact. The excess packaging and waste during this season are concerning.
You're right. Sustainability should be a consideration in our holiday celebrations. Supporting eco-friendly initiatives and reducing waste can make a difference.
Agreed. It's a balance between enjoying the holiday spirit and being mindful of its economic and environmental consequences.
Back down, withdraw from a position or decision.
I heard there's a disagreement at the office about the new project. What's going on?
Yeah, it's been quite a debate. Some team members are not happy with the direction, but the project lead is not willing to back down.
It sounds like a tough situation. Why won't the project lead consider their concerns and back down a bit?
I think they're convinced that their approach is the right one and are not willing to back down on it. It's causing a lot of tension in the team.
That's not good for morale. Maybe there's a way for the team to present their concerns in a constructive way, so the project lead doesn't feel like they have to back down completely.
That's a good point. We need to find a way to have a productive discussion without anyone feeling like they have to back down completely.
I agree. It's essential to address the concerns and find a compromise that works for everyone, rather than having someone back down forcefully.
I'll suggest that approach in the next team meeting. Hopefully, it will help resolve the issue without anyone having to back down completely.
Go through, experience or endure a difficult situation.
I heard you had a rough time with your health lately. How are you feeling now?
Yeah, I had to go through a pretty challenging period. I was diagnosed with a serious illness, but I'm feeling better now after the treatment.
I can imagine how tough that must have been. Going through a health scare is never easy. How did you cope with it?
It was definitely a roller coaster of emotions. I leaned on my family and close friends for support. Having a strong support system made it easier to go through the treatments and recovery.
That's great to hear that you had people there for you. How has this experience changed your perspective on life?
Going through something like this made me appreciate the little things in life more. I've learned not to take my health for granted and to focus on what truly matters.
It's incredible how challenging experiences like these can reshape our outlook. I'm glad to see you're on the path to recovery.
Thank you. I'm just grateful to have made it through and to be here, talking about it. It's a reminder of how resilient we can be when we have to go through adversity.
Individual initiative.
I've been thinking a lot about the importance of individual initiative lately.
That's an interesting topic. What sparked your interest in it?
I believe that individual initiative is the driving force behind personal growth and societal progress. It's about taking responsibility for our actions and not just relying on others or waiting for opportunities to come our way.
I agree. It's about proactively creating opportunities and taking charge of our lives. But how can we encourage more people to embrace it?
Education and mentorship can play a significant role. Teaching individuals to think critically, set goals, and persevere can empower them to take initiative. Mentorship can provide guidance and support.
Absolutely. Fostering a culture of innovation and risk-taking can also promote individual initiative in workplaces and communities. It's about creating an environment where people feel encouraged to take ownership of their ideas and projects.
Precisely. When individuals take initiative, they can drive positive change and make a real difference in their lives and the world around them.
It's an inspiring perspective, and I couldn't agree more.
To study abroad.
Hey, I've been thinking about studying abroad next semester.
Really? That sounds exciting. Any particular destination in mind?
I'm leaning towards Spain. The culture, language, and the opportunity to travel across Europe are also appealing.
Spain is a fantastic choice. Have you started researching universities there?
Yes, I've been looking into several options. Barcelona and Madrid seem like great cities to study in. Do you have any recommendations?
Barcelona and Madrid are excellent choices, but it also depends on your field of study. Barcelona has a strong focus on arts and sciences, while Madrid offers a wide range of programs. You should consider the specific courses and universities that align with your academic goals.
Good point. I'm also concerned about the cost of living. Any tips on managing expenses?
It's important to create a budget and explore scholarships or part-time job opportunities. Additionally, you can look into student accommodations or shared housing to reduce living expenses.
Thanks for the advice. I'm excited about the adventure, but nervous about being far from home.
It's completely normal to feel that way. Studying abroad is a transformative experience, and you'll gain valuable skills and memories. Don't forget to stay connected with family and friends through calls and visits.
I appreciate the support and advice. I think I'm ready to take the plunge and make this dream a reality.
Take it easy.
Hey, I heard you've been stressing about the upcoming presentation.
Yeah, it's just a lot to handle right now. You know.
I get it. Remember, it's important, but don't let it consume you. Take it easy.
Thanks, I needed to hear that. I've been overthinking every detail.
Overthinking can make things worse. Just focus on the main points, and you'll do great.
You're right. I'll try to simplify it. By the way, how's your project coming along?
It's getting there, but I also need to take it easy. I don't want to burn out.
Wise words. We should both remember to find some balance.
Absolutely. Let's tackle these challenges step by step. Take it easy, and we'll conquer them.
I'm running out of time.
Hey, how's your progress on that report for the presentation?
It's been challenging. I'm running out of time, and there's still so much to do.
I understand the pressure. Have you asked for any extensions?
I did, but they couldn't grant me more time. The deadline is tomorrow morning.
That's tough. Have you considered reaching out to a colleague for assistance?
I thought about it, but I don't want to burden them with my work.
Well, it might be worth a shot. They could help you with some parts and ease the load.
You're right. I'll give it a try. I can't afford to miss this deadline.
Good idea. And remember, don't hesitate to ask for help when you need it.
Thanks for the advice. I'll make sure to do that.
You got this. Just keep pushing through, and you'll finish in time.
I appreciate the support. I'll do my best.
I'm really into it.
Have you been watching that new TV series everyone's talking about?
Yeah, I started it last week. It's pretty good.
Pretty good. I'm really into it. The storyline is so intriguing.
Well, I've only seen a few episodes, so I can't judge it too much yet.
Trust me, it gets better as you go along. I binged the whole season in 2 days.
That's impressive. I'll definitely keep watching, then.
You should. It's one of the best shows I've seen in a while.
Thanks for the recommendation. I'm always looking for something new to watch.
No problem. Enjoy.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you so much for helping me move all this furniture. It's been a lot of work.
It's my pleasure. I'm always happy to lend a hand.
You really went above and beyond today. I couldn't have done it without you.
No problem at all. I know moving can be tough, and I'm glad I could assist.
Well, I owe you one. Is there anything I can do to repay you for your help?
Don't worry about it. I'm just happy to help out a friend.
You're too kind. Let me at least treat you to dinner tonight as a token of my appreciation.
That's really not necessary, but if you insist, I won't say no to a meal.
Great! It's the least I can do. Thanks again for everything.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure.
I don't understand.
Can you explain how this new software works?
Sure, it's quite intuitive. First, you need to open the application and log in.
I don't understand. Could you walk me through it step by step?
Of course, after you log in, you'll see the main dashboard with different options.
Hold on, I'm still not following. What do I do to log in?
My apologies. To log in, you'll need to enter your username and password on the login page.
Got it. Please continue.
Once you're logged in, you can navigate the dashboard and access the features you need.
Thanks for clarifying. I appreciate your patience.
No problem at all. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask. I'm here to help.
That's reassuring. Thanks for your assistance.
Get by, manage to survive or cope with a situation.
Hey, how have you been lately? I heard you lost your job.
Yeah, it's been tough. I've been trying to get by with odd jobs here and there. Freelancing, you know.
Freelancing can be challenging, but at least you're not giving up. How are you managing financially?
Well, I'm cutting back on expenses and trying to get by on a tight budget. I'm also looking into government assistance programs.
That's a good idea. It's important to use every resource available when you're in a tough spot. Have you considered updating your resume and actively job searching too?
Absolutely. I've been revamping my resume and reaching out to my network for job leads. It's not easy, but I'm determined to get by and eventually land a stable job.
That's the spirit. I'm here for you if you need any help or support along the way. We'll get through this together.
Thanks, I really appreciate it. Your encouragement means a lot, and I'm confident I'll get by and come out stronger on the other side.
Under the weather, feeling unwell or sick.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world?
Hey, I heard you called in sick yesterday. Are you feeling okay?
Not really. I've been feeling under the weather for a few days now.
That's not good. Have you seen a doctor?
Not yet. I thought I could ride it out, but it's not getting any better.
Maybe you should make an appointment just to be safe. It could be something more serious.
Yeah, you're probably right. I'll schedule one today.
And in the meantime, make sure to get plenty of rest and stay hydrated.
I will. Thanks for the concern.
No problem. Let me know if you need any help with anything while you're not feeling well.
I appreciate that. Hopefully, I'll be back to normal soon.
Take care of yourself and don't hesitate to reach out if you need anything.
Sizes and inches.
I need help choosing the right size for this picture frame. It says it's 8 by 10 inches, but I'm not sure if that's what I need.
What size is the photo you're trying to frame?
It's a standard 5 by 7 inch photo. I want the frame to have a border around the picture.
In that case, an 8 by 10 inch frame should work well. It will give you a nice border around your photo.
Oh, that makes sense. But won't the photo just float around inside the frame?
You'll need a mat to keep it in place. The mat has an opening slightly smaller than your photo size, so it holds it centered.
I see. Should I get a mat with the same size opening as my photo?
Exactly. A 5 by 7 inch opening in the mat will frame your photo perfectly inside the 8 by 10 frame.
Check over, examine something carefully.
I just finished my draft for the report, and I'd like you to check it over for me before I send it to the client.
Of course, I'd be happy to check it over for you. I'll make sure everything is clear and well structured.
Thank you. I've been working on it for days, but a fresh set of eyes can help catch any errors or improvements.
That's true. It's always a good idea to have someone else check over important documents for quality control.
Exactly, and I trust your attention to detail. I want this report to be perfect.
I'll check over the content, grammar, and formatting to ensure it meets our clients' expectations.
Great, please let me know if you find anything that needs to be revised or clarified.
Will do. I'll check it over and get back to you by the end of the day.
I appreciate your help with this. It's a crucial report, and I want it to be flawless.
I understand, and I'll do my best to make sure it is. Your hard work and my checkover should result in a top-notch document.
What do you think?
I've been considering switching to a new project management software for our team.
That could be a good idea. What do you think?
Well, I've researched a few options, and one seems to have better features, but it's slightly more expensive.
I see. Have you discussed it with the team to get their input?
Not yet. I wanted to gather some information before bringing it up. What do you think?
It's essential to involve the team in the decision-making process. They might have insights or preferences that you haven't considered.
That's a valid point. I'll set up a meeting to discuss the options with the team and get their input.
Sounds like a good plan. Collaborative decisions often lead to better outcomes.
Thanks for your advice. I appreciate it.
No problem. What do you think our next steps should be?
Let's schedule that team meeting and take it from there.
I have a question.
Hey, do you have a moment? I have a question.
Of course, what's on your mind?
I've been thinking about upgrading my laptop. Any recommendations?
Well, it depends on your budget and what you'll be using it for. What are your priorities?
I mostly use it for work and some light gaming. So, a decent processor and graphics card would be nice.
In that case, I'd recommend checking out the latest models from Dell and ASUS. They have some great options for both work and gaming.
Thanks. I'll look into those. Any specific models you'd suggest?
The Dell XPS series and ASUS ROG Zephyrus line are worth considering. But be sure to read reviews and compare prices before making a decision.
Good advice. I appreciate your help.
No problem. Happy to assist with your tech decision. Let me know if you have more questions.
Traveling by train.
Do you think we're on the right platform for the 10:30 train to Paris?
Let me check the board again. Yes, it says platform 6, and this is where we are. It should arrive in about 15 minutes.
Great! Did you download the train app? It might have real-time updates in case of any delays.
I do have the app. It's showing on time. We should be good. By the way, did you get a window seat?
Yes, I thought it'd be nice to see the countryside as we travel. I can switch with you if you'd like.
No, it's fine. I brought a book to read. Plus, I'm looking forward to the Cape car. I heard they have good coffee.
That sounds perfect. A nice coffee while watching the scenery sounds like a relaxing trip.
Run away, flee or escape from a situation.
Have you seen Jake around? I heard he had some trouble at home.
Yeah, he's been going through a rough time. I think he ran away from home last week.
Ran away. That's terrible. Do you know why he did it?
I heard he was having a lot of conflicts with his family, and things got really tough for him. He just couldn't handle it anymore.
I hope he's safe. Running away is such a drastic step.
I agree. It's a last resort for most people. I hope he finds the support and help he needs to get through this difficult situation.
Absolutely. It must be hard for his family too. Running away can leave them feeling helpless and worried.
Yeah, it's a tough situation for everyone involved. I hope they can work things out and that Jake gets the help he needs.
Let's keep an eye out for any news about Jake. If there's anything we can do to support him, we should be there for him.
Agreed. It's important to be there for our friends when they're going through tough times, especially if they've run away from home.
I don't believe it.
Did you hear the news? They're canceling the big event next week.
What? No way. I was really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's all over social media. They cited some unexpected issues as the reason.
I don't believe it. They've been planning this for months.
I know, right? It's disappointing.
Well, I hope they can reschedule it or come up with an alternative.
Let's hope so. I don't believe they'd cancel it without a good reason.
True. Let's keep an eye out for updates then.
Make up, create or invent something, like an excuse or a story.
Have you heard why Tom was so late to the meeting this morning?
No, I have no idea. He didn't mention anything to me.
Well, I overheard him talking to his manager earlier, and he had to make up a pretty wild excuse.
Really? What did he make up?
He claimed his car broke down on the way to the office, and he had to hitchhike with a stranger to get here.
That sounds pretty far-fetched. I wonder why he felt the need to make up such a story.
I'm not sure, but it seemed like he was in a rush to explain his lateness, and didn't want to admit the real reason.
I hope everything is okay with him. It's not a good idea to make up stories at work. It can damage your credibility.
You're right, honesty is usually the best policy. I'll keep an eye out to see if there's anything going on with Tom that he's not sharing.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe he's going through a tough time and felt the need to make up an excuse to avoid discussing it.
I can't stand it.
Have you tried the new coffee shop downtown?
Yeah, I went there last week. I can't stand it.
Really? I thought their coffee was pretty good.
The coffee was fine, but the music was so loud, I couldn't have a conversation.
Oh, I see what you mean. It can be annoying when it's too noisy.
Exactly. I prefer quieter places to relax and have a coffee.
Fair enough. Different people have different preferences.
Yeah, I guess it's just not my type of place.
That's understandable. We all have our favorite spots for different reasons.
True. I'll stick to my usual cafe for now.
Sounds like a plan. Everyone has their go-to place.
Cut off, disconnect or remove something abruptly.
Have you heard from John lately? I tried calling him, but it went straight to voicemail.
Yeah, he's been having some phone issues. His service provider cut off his connection due to some billing problems.
That's frustrating. How did that happen? Did he not pay his bills on time?
Apparently, there was an issue with his auto payment setup. It got cut off, and he didn't notice until he lost service.
That's unfortunate. It's easy for things like that to slip through the cracks.
Exactly. It's a good reminder to double-check our automatic payments and make sure they don't get cut off unexpectedly.
Agreed. I'll review mine too. It can be quite inconvenient when your services get cut off, especially when you rely on your phone for work and communication.
John had to spend quite some time sorting it out with the provider to get his service cut back on.
I can imagine the hassle. Hopefully, he's got it all resolved now.
Yeah, he's back online, but it was a good lesson on the importance of keeping an eye on those bills to prevent getting cut off.
In the shoes and cap store.
I really need some new running shoes, but I'm not sure what type is best for me.
Well, it depends on your running style and where you usually run. Do you prefer trails or the road?
Mostly road running. I've had issues with arch support in the past.
Then you should look for shoes with good cushioning and arch support. Maybe a brand like Asics or New Balance.
Oh, these ones feel comfortable. What do you think of the color?
Nice. They look durable too. While we're here, how about a cap for your outdoor runs? It's getting sunny.
That's a good idea. Maybe something lightweight.
Check out these moisture-wicking caps. They're perfect for running in the heat.
This one matches my shoes. I'll take them both. Thanks for the advice.
You can't judge a book by its cover. You can't determine the true value or nature of something or someone based solely on appearances.
I met a new colleague today. They seem a bit eccentric, don't you think?
Well, you know what they say. You can't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, but first impressions do matter.
True, but appearances can be deceiving. Maybe they have unique qualities and skills we haven't discovered yet.
I suppose so. It's just that they dress and act so differently from the rest of the team.
That doesn't necessarily mean they won't be a valuable addition. Sometimes, diversity in thought and perspective can be a huge asset.
You're right. I shouldn't be too quick to form opinions. I'll give them a chance.
That's a good approach. Get to know them better before making any judgments.
Thanks for the reminder. I'll keep that in mind.
No problem. We've all been in situations where we were underestimated based on appearances. It's essential to give others a fair chance.
Actions speak louder than words. What people do is more important than what they say.
I've been hearing a lot of promises from our manager about improving work conditions, but nothing seems to change.
Well, you know what they say. Actions speak louder than words.
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's like they're all talk and no action.
If they genuinely want to make a difference, they need to follow through with concrete steps.
Exactly. I'm getting tired of empty promises.
Maybe you could try discussing your concerns with them and ask for specific actions to be taken.
I've thought about it, but I don't want to come across as confrontational.
It doesn't have to be confrontational. Just express your concerns and ask for clarity on their plans.
That's a good approach. I'll give it a try and see if we can see some real changes.
Hopefully, it will lead to meaningful actions and improvements in the workplace.
Thanks for the advice. It's time to hold them accountable.